morning, Dave Klemic. How are you?
Caffeinated and activated. and I'm stretched. I just stretched.
He does the calisthenics at the gym. He's all set up. Nick Earnshaw, how are you?
I'm doing good, Billy. How are you?
I'm depressed.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
Flyers won last night.
Flyers won last
So
night.
I'm a little better.
I watched the whole game.
A little better.
I couldn't believe it.
A little better.
But, they got a long way to go.
Yeah.
I'm very, very let down by the lack of tenacity and it didn't look like this team, the Phillies wanted they just didn't look like they want to be there.
Yeah, it was that was brutal. The way they ended the season. It just every single year. I saw a graphic, Billy, on social media the other day. It had since over the past 24 months, every single big loss that a Philly team has had. And the Phillies just continue to add to it.
We're streaming on X platform today. Got to check us out there. And also my YouTube channel. You see Dave Klemic, nice and he's up close and personal with you right there, looking good.
I like this new setup that you have on a digital platform. Nicky changed it. That's so we have this 3 different stages of life area.
Extraordinaire.
We have one guy in his 90s. We got me.
One guy hitting a midlife crisis, and then you got me over here.
One guy in his 90s. Well, I guess what? After watching the Phillies, I feel like that much older because it was so frustrating. You know, Ranger Suarez, in the last game, I know people were calling for Wheeler to pitch because, 4 days rest. They were backs up against the wall. It didn't matter who pitched that game. The Phillies' bats went silent. They're anemic. Look, it's feast or famine with this team, Dave. They either hit home runs or they don't.
Well, what your depth,
they don't score.
All your depth in the playoffs is going to matter, right? Your depth in the playoffs. So you can't your ace can't pitch every game, and everybody has to play way more together. Yeah, it's playoffs are different, man. I've only been to as an NFL player, been to the playoffs once, and I remember all our younger guys had to step up during the playoffs. It was crazy. Like, but backups,
Dave, and we're going to get into this because I spoke with the chief last night in length about talking about like the modern athlete and the new locker room. Like back in '93, you had Macho Rowe with the Phillies, right? If the player got out of line, Jim Fregosi didn't have to handle it. You had to deal with Darren Dalton, John Kruk, Dave Hollins. You had to. It was the players police themselves.
Right.
Does this team have a leader, someone that can that holds everybody accountable?
I would say yeah, they
really?
do.
Do they?
Schwarber, you're saying Schwarber's not a leader, Billy? I mean,
it doesn't seem like they. You know what I mean? Every team has that guy.
Like, I think they need a sports psychologist more than they need just a leader. Like someone because baseball is the sport's different. It's so highly skilled. It's not like you can tackle somebody and
right.
You know what I mean? You have to get up to the bat by yourself,
right,
and then do your own thing.
Just like so, there's 2 sports like basketball and baseball. If you're not hitting your jump shot, I don't care how great a defense you play. If you're not scoring, you're going to lose.
Right.
Baseball, if you don't hit the ball, you're going to lose.
You're done.
You're done.
Like the starting pitching was great for the Phillies. Starting pitching was fantastic in the series.
Well, I would say the whole.
Really?
Well, their starting.
The starting pitching was great.
But overall, their team ERA was
no.
North of 5.
You can't look at the team ERA, Billy. It was the bullpen that cost them the games. It wasn't the starting pitching. The starting pitching was not the problem whatsoever. It was the bullpen and the bats. That's why they lost the series, and they ran into a hot Mets team. That's essentially it. That's how they lost the series. It had nothing to do with the starting pitching. They should have won every single game based upon the starting pitching, but they didn't hit. They didn't hit.
And I think
it's a lot of money not to hit.
I think leadership has less to do in baseball than it has to do with each individual, how you practice and stuff like that off the field. Because when you get to the game, it's all individual. You can encourage everybody all you want. You're going to stand at the plate and face that pitcher individually. But Dave,
I think football coach is the most important coach in any professional sport.
I agree.
All coaches,
100%.
not just the head coach. You got position coaches and your coordinators, right?
Yeah.
Baseball, what's a manager really do? He's more of a psychologist.
Yeah.
Like Topper is. So when we had Joe Girardi was that strict. Like
he was a mope.
He was. The guys rebelled basically against him, right? They didn't like him because he was too aggressive, maybe too old school, if you will.
He was mopey. When he would go to his press conference, he was mopey. He needed to go, but he needed to go.
So then they get Rob Thompson, who seems like the players. He's a players manager.
He's laid back.
It might be not be enough. They need somebody to get these guys a kick in the rear end.
Yeah,
he might not be that guy.
Well, you also got to look at the roster construction too. That's part of it. And I brought up the point. Maybe moving Bryce to first base was a mistake. It could have been a mistake based upon what they had in the outfield. You now opened up 2 more positions in the outfield, left field and center field, and you didn't really have any answers in those positions, and you didn't go at the deadline and get anybody to help you out. Austin Hayes did absolutely nothing. He got hurt, and that was it. And you could have had a right-handed bat, kept Rhys Hoskins. I know he's a streaky hitter, but you could have had a different approach at the trade deadline. It could have changed a lot of things. You would have only had to platoon center field. So, it's on management too. And Bryce, he has a big voice in this organization, and he has a lot of say.
He brought in a lot of
Whit Merrifield, Trey Turner's. He brought in a lot of guys, and he has a strong voice in this organization. So to say Bryce doesn't deserve any blame for the roster construction, I think it's crazy.
You guys both bring up really good points about leadership too, and maybe I went too far in saying that it doesn't really matter. But all right, so like Bryce Harper being such a loud voice that he gets to bring his they listen to him on bringing people in and stuff like that. Like leadership is what happens in practice, because your preparation has everything to do with game day stuff like that. Like you really can't encourage each other too much. You need the crowd to hype you up a little bit, get yourself some adrenaline. But I mean, all the preparation and the stuff you do.
You know what I think today's modern athlete, Dave, is more like lead by example instead of being like that vocal leader, like someone that you don't want to, if you make the fans mad or the manager or the front office mad, that's one thing. But when you piss your peers off, I think that holds the players to account more than anything else.
I don't even think it's a leadership thing as much, because
there's something. What's missing?
Here's the problem: they're all boomer bust players. They are streaky hitters. That's the problem. And for some reason they all go cold at the same time. They need guys who hit for contact.
You're not going to like this, Nick, but you like Nick Schwarber in the leadoff role. They need somebody that can slap a base in, steal a base. I'm telling you, man,
it's not Schwarber.
It's not all his fault. I'm just saying, he's not your typical standard leadoff guy.
He hit a home run to start game 1. He had only 2 hits in game 1. They should have won that game. No one else showed. It's not the leadoff hitter. It's the rest of the guys
in the Mets series.
I'm not saying he didn't struggle.
16.
But you should have won game 1. He gave you a lead in game 1, and nobody else produced.
Trey Turner, 3 for 15.
I'm not saying they didn't produce.
Bryce Harper and Castellanos are the only 2 guys that were hitting.
Castellanos was great in this series. He's the only guy who really showed up.
1 for 13. Bryce's Romuto, 0 for 11. Bryce's Stott, 2 for 11. Brandon Marsh, 1 for 13. I mean, these guys, they're all swing for the fence. At some point, Dave, you're going to look at they got to change their batting philosophy.
Well, no,
something's got to change.
Does Kevin Long get fired?
Some heads have to roll. Wouldn't you say, Dave?
Well, I think if you guys think about it, if they're all like you're saying, they're all aggressive hitters, then you keep throwing off speed pitches, and they know how to pattern it and who to pitch you against you. Just being a solid making contact, I kind of agree with that, because if you swing for the fence every single time, you have nobody on base, and you either strike out or you're going to hit home.
Gil and I
RBIs.
Gil and I yesterday, they need a grinder. They need someone who's going to hit for contact, get on base.
But there was an article a few months back about the art of batting hit 300 or above. Those guys are dwindling.
I know.
Guys that hit for average are dwindling.
It reminds me of these defensive linemen that all they want is sacks. You know what I mean? They just want the home runs.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Same thing, Dave.
Selfish play.
All right, we got the Phillies. We'll dissect a little bit more of the Phillies on the other side. Of course, we got the Eagles back from the bye. They play the Browns. We'll be down at La Scala's Beach House and bring a team tomorrow for our Eagles pregame show. And if you can notice over here on our StreamYard, let me see.
There he is. He got it.
Here, I'll hold. You know what? I'll hold them up.
Go grab
them. We're going to be giving away these miniature helmets.
Look at that.
There's the white one. Look at that one. Is that nice?
Is that what do they have a black?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, that's
the
green.
black green wings.
That's green wings. This is the white helmet with the green wing, and I got one of those. And
I like the old helmets, man.
Yeah.
I like those.
I have the traditional
green helmet
with the white feather. Right?
That's
they're
80s
perfect.
One? No. That's now. That's
right
our
now.
Now. Yeah.
We're gonna give. Yeah, that's their helmet now. We're gonna give these away
Cunningham ones
tomorrow at La Scala's Beach House. We'll be down there from 10 a.m. to 12 noon we're giving away the signature balls, a couple of those, and we gave away. Now we're gonna give away these
helmets
because on the 27th of October, Vince Papale will be joining us for the show will be our co-host, and then he'll be signing autographs at La Scala's from 1:30 to 2:30.
He'll be there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then late. He'll stay later. I'm excited. He was at my wedding.
Yeah.
And I was introduced to him in like 2003 at the Maxwell Awards. And he goes, yeah, Coach Vermeil goes, yeah, this is Vince Papale. Like, I knew who he was,
right?
But he's like, yeah, they're making a movie about him or something like that. Like, not Disney. He just said they were making a movie about him. So I'm like thinking like a documentary or whatever. Like, no, they made a Disney movie about him, but Coach is like that. He's just kind of very subdued.
So we'll get into the Eagles. Mr. Negadelphia is our only call in today. Plus, by the way, Dave, I'm upset with Nick.
What did I do? I don't know what I did.
You made me. What? You are solely responsible for making me accept that bet with Mr. Met. Now I got to sing that song.
That's all I thought about today. The whole drive in here was, do you have
I'm
to sing that song today?
If it wasn't for Nick Earnshaw, I would have never taken that bet just in case we lost because he was so confident. Remember, we had a text board question, confidence or nervous? Confident or nervous? I was nervous. He makes me take the bet. I take the bet. Now I got to sing it. So, Dave, what say you? I think he should sing it too.
I'll sing it. I'll sing it. I made you do it. I'll sing it too.
Yeah, well, then I got to sing it too because I'm part of this team too. Come on, man. I'm part of the team.
I don't know why I want to subject you to that.
I feel I don't want to, but I'm part of the team.
You got to have belief in your team sometimes, right? I mean,
I was worried. They were 500 after the last 2 months of the season. 32 and 30, 33 and 32.
It would have worked out if they won. Wait, you wouldn't be complaining.
I gotta go generational here. Did you watch the first season of Outer Banks? You should watch. I mean, the full season.
Actually no. I haven't.
All right, so there's
Outer
a scene right now where they made this big bet,
right?
And the guy took all their money and betted on this race, and then they all lost. Now the whole season starts off with they're totally screwed. Anyway.
Well, why are you blaming me? You should blame the Phillies. Blame Alec Bohm. Blame Trey Turner.
On the other side, we're going to play a couple cuts from Mr. Bohm and I want to get Dave Klemic's take on this.
All right.
Because to me, it's just like Alec Bohm he just made my you-know-what list.
He was losing it earlier in the.
Every team's got to get somebody that's going to take the blame for this, and it's going to be Alec Bohm because I don't like his attitude. I don't like his body language. I don't like his production. He's a sulking little you-know-what baby.
It stinks.
It stinks. All right, so let's get going. We'll get Dave Klemic in a 3-point stand. First hour of the locker was powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 to give the Ocean City office a call. Chris Mooney, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann & Associates, 609-263-7422, whether commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, or financial planning, divorce, or financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann & Associates are licensed and ready to assist you right now. Give them a call today, 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, and Nicky Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles host the Cleveland Browns in Week 6 of the 2024 season tomorrow.
He's going to go! Touchdown! Saquon Barkley!
Listen to all the action with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick with pregame coverage starting at noon and kickoff at 1 p.m. This is the play-by-play home of the Philadelphia Eagles. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's Eagles station.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza,
Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't miss against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or diabetes, you're at higher risk of being hospitalized from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Members, it's here. Milo's Rewards Week deals for members only are up for grabs. Home decor, holiday tools, you name it, it's for less. Get up to 40% off store-wide on hundreds of items, including select power tools, tool storage, and ladders. So what are you waiting for? Join for free today and get instant access to Milo's Rewards Week deals. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offer valid 10/10 through 10/16. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change.
You're listening to Locker Room with Bill, free ESPN, and the free mobile app.
All right, I'm back. We're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver, mainland product, Dave Klemic, and Nicky Earnshaw. Hey, by the way, we went to Nicky's grand reopening of his radio station that he runs at Camden County College. And he was up there with all the dignitaries and everything.
He's throwing his hands around, yelling. He's the loudest guy in the room.
Calm, cool, collected, all these like special people. He gets good training.
Yeah, I was a special guest. I had no idea who we had. He's especially a couple people.
You have a bonfire?
Yeah, there's bonfires going and all. The whole school was there, and I'm like,
we got the whole school on our side.
I'm thinking there, maybe the basketball team was there.
Yeah,
just the whole school, man. So I got to come up with a better speech.
He's had good training. All the times every sports stars we get to interview here in the locker room, prepared for life.
I'm 24. 24. Going on like
did a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys coming out. It was a great event. Students really appreciated you guys coming too. So it was awesome. Yeah, getting her on the airwaves. Yeah.
I recorded the new
intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was so good.
Yeah.
All right, the Phillies, you got somebody to pick on. And guess what? Guess who's my scapegoat?
Who's number one?
Alex Holmes.
Oh,
I'm done with him.
You're done?
You know what, Dave? You can't. When you listen to this,
we got two. Yeah, we got two recordings.
I want you to listen to it first as a player. I don't care how you listen. He sounds like a petulant, spoiled little child. He can get his way, and fans want more. You can't have that sulky attitude. Like, what's that? I know where I'm like, I don't know, like take my ball and go home. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, I want more. Give me, you played horrible. You made some, your at bats were horrible, and we're going to play the next one. And this is all you give us? Like, Dave, isn't it a game of adjustments? Like they're gonna do, they got film on you. You're gonna have to change your philosophy because they're changing theirs.
It's like a quarterback saying, "I'm gonna throw it deep.
Every
I don't
time.
care what you say.
I don't care what kind of defense you're playing.
Throwing it deep, I'm throwing it deep. That's
Right.
the same thing. Yeah.
I mean, if the pitcher, if the opponent's pitching staff has a book on you and they're doing something different, you got to adjust. You can't be stubborn and stay with what got you there. It's not working for you right now. You're 0 for 13.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's going to have any broadcasting career afterwards either. It's just not. The answers aren't. I know what you mean. If you play bad too, it's forgiven if you kind of get in there, take ownership, which he kind of did. He kind of took some ownership, but he's like, I'm just going to do what I do anyway.
Do you like when somebody says it is what it is?
No,
I hate that. It is what it is. No, really?
So nonchalant.
That's
so
like
nonchalant.
Really, it is what it is.
That's like a statement that ended all anything good. If you could just get away with, well, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Really?
What?
Really?
What are you talking about?
It is what it is.
Yeah, that's
you know what it is? You stunk, and you didn't make any adjustments, and you didn't do anything to help us win. Yeah. Plus, he said you could do other things, Nick, other things to help the team win. He didn't play defense particularly that well.
No, he struggled. Like ever since after the All-Star break, he got hurt, coming back from the hand injury. He just has not been the same player. But the attitude is where I'm frustrated with Alec Bohm. I like Alec Bohm as a player. He's a good player. But the attitude's got to change. I mean, you can't go into a press conference after losing a series like that, the way you played, and just, it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to really change who I am. Right. Maybe you needed to make some adjustments here at times. Like, come on, Alec. I like him. And, you know, he had the whole thing with the fans a few years ago.
Right. I hate this blanket place.
And he came back. He got the ovation. And, you know, he owned up to it. And that was character building for him. He's got to show it again heading into spring training. He reverted back
to his old ways.
Yes.
And let me ask you this, Dave. You know, if your team's not winning, something's got to be done. Somebody's going to be a casualty of war here, right? JT Realmuto's getting up and he's getting blue in the tooth.
He is cooked.
He's cooked.
I'm sorry.
So guess what?
He's cooked.
You got to either bring Marchand up. I know he's always hurt, but you got to and maybe either get rid of Realmuto now and try to salvage something, or put him in a backup role.
Here's the problem they're in. You can't get rid of the entire roster here.
$261 million.
They just won 90+ games, 95 games. Like, you can't get rid of a roster they're still a good team. They fell apart when they needed to step up, kind of like the Sixers do every single year, right? You can't just trade everybody. Remember, Bohm, Stott, those guys are on cheaper contracts, are arbitration eligible. So you want to keep those younger players because they're cheaper, and you know that they could give you something. Remember, Realmuto's on the last year of his deal. You have some of the older players who are on their last year of their deals as well. But you got to go out and get a difference maker in the outfield. That's where you got to go. And the bullpen, it is what it is. At that point, I'm using the term now. You got to make some adjustments in the bullpen.
You just used it is what it is.
Yeah, the bullpen. The bullpen. I mean, you're gonna have to go out and get some new players there.
Let me tell you, it is what it is. Here's what it is, Dave. All right, the Phillies have lost 7 of their last 9 playoff games, so it is what it is. They stink. They're losing. You guys all ridiculed me because I was freaking out at like August or late August. I was hitting the panic button.
I like that we've just dissected. It is what it is.
What does that mean?
It makes me mad to think that's where we end. There's no excuse. There's no.
It was a failure.
That's it.
This season was a failure.
So our head's got to roll. Here's what I would do. I would put Bohm out there. He's arbitration eligible. He's going to get a hefty raise. He made the All-Star game the first half of the season. You know, I'm sure Rob Thompson is like being a player's manager that he is. He's going to stick with his guys through thick and thin. Remember, he hurt his hand, so they're going to use that as an excuse.
We're gonna find out a lot on Tuesday because Dave Dombrowski and Rob Thompson are going to be speaking to the media to end the season. We're going to find a lot about what this offseason is going to bring.
Let me ask you this, Dave. Do you want Dombrowski? Do you want Robbie Thompson to remain as manager of this team?
I kind of agree with Nick says. Like the whole without this one playoff run right here, we had a great season.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I mean,
that's a great season.
They don't stink. I mean, they're not a bad team.
2 years in a row.
They were 500
right,
the last 2 months of the season.
Okay, but they still won the division. They had 90+ wins. Like, they're still a good team. You have a nice core. You have to add to this team. You have to
Dave, It
add.
almost looked like this team was waiting for something bad to happen. You know what I mean? That's the feeling that I got.
I know.
That's the feeling I got when I was watching the game. Like, you know, when you feel like Mr. Negadelphia always thinks something's going to go wrong and it does.
Well, like I think if there's more coaching turnover, there's less continuity. People are gonna it's a lot of new guessing and changing. Like, okay, some of the best organizations, I'm just use football for example, but Cleveland has had 100 coaches.
Right.
Pittsburgh
So
has had 3.
They don't have no.
They don't know how to build or
You're
change. Pittsburgh has like 3 coaches.
Right.
You had what Cower and you had Tomlin, and then who was
Tomlin's
before
been
that?
there
I can't
forever.
remember.
Chuck Noll.
So it's been 40 years, and they always go to the playoffs.
Right.
They're always good.
Right.
Didn't win a lot. They won a champion. They won a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
With
Tomlin?
Yeah.
Tomlin did.
Yeah.
So I don't like coaching turnovers for that reason,
All right.
and unless they leave themselves.
All right. On the other side, you know, because of Nick Earnshaw, I got to sing this stupid Met song. We're gonna track down Mr. Met. We're gonna call him up because I got to pay my bet. If it wasn't for Nicky Earnshaw, I would never taken his bet.
That song is terrible too.
It is a bad song. The Eagles song is so much better.
Well, the Eagles song, of course
better.
it is. But
So much better.
You know what I mean? But I got see you. Maybe I got to sing this song.
I'll sing it
By the
with
way,
you.
I just sent both of you guys the words, so you're gonna.
It's a stupid song.
I gotta
It really
sing
is.
Dumb song, dumb looking team. I mean, their team's. I can't believe, but I tell you, Lindor, man, he's.
You knew it was coming.
He just.
You knew it was coming.
There's more
MVP. They were chanting like we don't have nobody came through for us like Lindor came through for the Mets.
Nope. It's I don't understand how you have all these great hitters and boom, they all at the same time. It's not like one guy here, one guy there falls apart. No, it's the whole roster. They feed off each other. I don't get it.
That's why I think they need a sports psychologist, not a coach.
So what do you think? You think Robbie Thompson comes back?
Yes.
Bring him back?
I think he's back. I think he's back. I think he should come
He's
back.
got to change his. They've got to do something. They've got to kick these guys. I think these guys need a kick in the rear end.
Yeah.
Like you need to be a little tougher on them.
Yeah. Something. They need a little bit of a change. There's going to be some changes in the offseason.
For the first hour of the locker up, just because I'm so beside myself.
Let's go to break.
Let's go to break. First out of the locker is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call. Chris Mooney, 609-399-1227. Now, I'm telling you about La Scala's Beach House. We love it there, right, Dave Klemic? Nikki, we love it down there. Oh, my God.
Fantastic.
We do our Eagles pregame show there. We're going to be there tomorrow, and we're going to be giving away these Eagles miniature memorabilia helmets. You get them if you want to collect autographs on them, because on the 27th of October, Vince Papale is going to be with us down at La Scala's doing the show with us, and he's going to be also signing autographs for us.
You know, La Scala's good when my wife wants to bring the kids over there and play out on the beach. It's really good.
We've been getting great crowds. La Scala's opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Nicky Earnshaw when we try to track down Mr. Met right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Get ready for a Big Ten clash as the fourth-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions face off against the USC Trojans at the iconic LA Coliseum. Feel the adrenaline as these Titans clash Saturday. Listen to the hard hits, breathtaking plays, and the unyielding spirit of college football at its finest as Brett Dolan and the 1992 Heisman Trophy winner Gino Torretta call the action on this touchdown radio station.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 3:30.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
With GMF financing to qualified buyers excludes Traverse and Corvette excludes prior sales.
Need a car, truck, or SUV? Great! Get to Bennett Chevy, where you're going to get Bennett's best offers ever. You know Bennett sells new Chevys at the true GM supplier employee price, right? Well, right now, Bennett Chevrolet says, how'd you like to buy your new Chevy and pay $500 below the GM supplier employee price? Yes, $500 less than our employees. Plus, you keep all the rebates. That's up to 15% off the sticker. And with available 0% financing, you'll have incredibly low payments. And if you've got an old car to trade, right now you'll get a minimum $10,000 towards any pre-owned vehicle in stock. That's at least $10,000 for total junk. Imagine how much we'll pay for good trades. And wait till you experience Bennett's satisfaction, not how much you spend, so they'll make getting all these unbelievable deals even better. Together, let's drive. Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
You're listening Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Nicky Earnshaw. Now, we bring up Mr. Bet. Last week, we made a bet. Phillies Mets series, and Nicky Earnshaw talked me into this bet. I wasn't for it because just in the back of my mind, I knew the Phillies weren't playing that well, and it's a travesty that I got to even sing these words out of my mouth about the Mets.
Listen,
Nicky made me do it.
Listen, I learned this from my dad. Quote: "You can't win if you don't play. Okay, you can't win if you don't play." So you know, you got to take a shot.
I would have rather lost $100 than sing this song. $200 to sing this song. I'd rather hand him money than sing this song. How about that, Dave?
Well, we could do that.
Yeah.
No way. All right, let's go to
you can do it. I'll jump in on
We're going to modify this.
Let's go to the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in the gloating, happy Mr. Met, Jeff Dowling. Good morning, Mr. Met.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Listen to his
I can hear
that pep in his step. You can hear it. I can hear it.
Yeah, I got a smile on my face.
First of all, you must know, because I love you, Jeff. We're friends. We go way back.
Oh, yeah,
we argue, but I love you, except for when you break up. Except for when you break up fights and tackle me instead of my brother. But you won, and congratulations. And the Mets. Look, the Mets. I hate to tell you this. I hate to say this, Nicky and Dave, but the Mets. They were a fun team to watch. It reminds me of the 22 Phillies.
Yeah, they're hot.
Yeah, they're good to go.
Well, now you got the Mets against the Dodgers. That's going to be pretty interesting. And even though Lindor was the hero of the day, he didn't really have that great of a season. He batted 167.
Yeah, if he's more valuable to the Mets than Ohtani is to the.
I don't know about
Dodgers,
that. I don't know about that.
Yeah, 50-50 is very, very impressive.
It's.
I don't know that'll ever be seen again. But it'll be hard. It'll be hard.
Hey Jeff, can you name 3 Mets now?
I don't know.
I can't believe we're singing a song for this guy.
Sing for the song for this imbecile.
That's what makes it better.
You better enjoy this because this was against my better judgment. I don't like to lose to anyone, especially you, the Mets.
Yeah.
And I'd rather lose $200 than sing this song.
Oh, you couldn't pay me enough money.
All right, well, so to help me along, Nikki and Dave are gonna help us sing the song.
And they had better help you because yeah. Well, hold on let me get you on speaker on my phone.
We're gonna lose a lot of money when you guys hear my singing.
Yeah. It's a channel
$200.
changer right here.
All right, and then as soon as I sing this song, because I got the words here in my text message. As soon as I'm done singing this song, I'm deleting it out of my phone.
I don't want to see it ever again.
I don't want to see it again. I'm not going to talk to Jeff for like 6 months.
Oh, so look, the Mets song wasn't a fight song.
No, just thinking for the kids.
It was a song. It was a song to introduce the New York Mets to the New York.
What a terrible day! What a terrible day in history.
Such a travesty. Yeah. All right, here we go, Mr. Met. This is for you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring the kitties and the wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really smacking that wall, hitting those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the Mets of New York town. Hit the boo button.
All right, get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Hit the boo button.
This is so terrible. No, you sang it terrible.
Because we have no enthusiasm for this.
It opened up Connor's Corner for I don't know how many years, and then that Ralph Connor finally, that great announcer finally passed on. I deserve the booze. It's always a great rivalry, and amazingly, the Mets and Phillies are the first time they've ever played in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Before the opening, for the playoffs, I heard that each team had in the 1,000 games were 500 and 500 against each other.
Is that right? That wouldn't be so far. I mean, that's believable.
500 wins and 500 losses before this series.
All right. Who? Let me ask Nick before we let Mr. Met go. Who you want in the Dodgers Braves or Dodgers Mets series?
Oh, Dodgers.
You want the Dodgers?
Yeah. The Mets? Are you kidding me? The Dodgers.
Should I even ask Dave?
No. Don't even ask Dave. Don't even ask Dave.
I gotta
put
tell
your feet up, Dave. Would you?
I gotta tell you.
I
gotta tell you. I think I'm torn here. I'm torn here because
no,
I don't like. There's no love lost for any of these teams. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick the Mets because
what?
It's our division.
Oh,
it's our division.
That's more reason to not have them win.
Billy.
No.
I don't want anyone from the division winning a title. Are you kidding me? Get the Dodgers.
Even the Phillies.
Yeah. No, not the Phillies. I want the Phillies to win. Come on, Mr.
All right, Mr. Met, we let you gloat enough. That's enough out of you.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Boo. All right, Jeff, thanks. We'll talk to you again. All right, see you. All right, there's Mr. Met on the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. That hurt.
That was one of the most hurtful segments I think I've ever done.
That was humiliating. It was embarrassing.
My bad.
I think Nick's voice is worse than mine.
he's only worried about this voice.
You think I wanted to really sing that?
I try to sing lullabies to my daughters. They tell me boo. Nick is worse than mine.
Well, I had no energy for that. I wanted no energy. I didn't want to sound good, and that's about it.
That's it for our Phillies talk for the rest of the year, unless we talk about trades or free agency and
next week. We'll talk about them again because you have Dombrowski and Thompson.
I'll miss Tommy Green.
Yeah, I was going to say I want to thank Tommy. I try to get Tommy Green one more time. He's got a wedding today.
Okay,
because I wanted to thank him for the outstanding year.
He was great.
On the Mound with Tommy Green, brought to you by Blitz's Market in Ocean City. We want to thank Dave and Joe Newman for sponsoring Tommy and getting him in here. He gives us a different a player's perspective. You know what I mean? It's a lot of fun.
I've learned a lot
Yeah.
about baseball and especially pitching, but a lot about baseball from him.
Okay, we had a great summer. He came down the
He was
Blitzes
awesome.
and signed autographs for us, and we had a great time with him down there. And it was a lot of fun.
We have a couple texts coming in. No name with this one, but they said it was a chilly night last night, and they sent a picture of the Mets mascot sitting on top of the Philly Fanatic.
You know,
by the
I got to
fire.
tell you though, the Mets. If you were a Mets fan, this is fun. They got Grimace, they got the OMG sign, they got a lot of fun stuff going on. Nick, no matter, I mean, try to remove yourself from the hatred of the Mets.
Yeah,
they got a lot of fun stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do.
Like that's like that type of stuff. You know what I mean, Dave? When a team has that type of like other outside of the baseball world that they can bring other people in to get excited about the product, the OMG, the Grimace. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a culture thing. I just a speech about that at Nick's school the other day. Thanks for having me, by the way. And we
You're
got
welcome.
to talk about some of the culture stuff that Coach Vermeil made for us, and it's neat, and everybody jumps on board with it.
Yeah.
Remember when the St. Louis Rams won the Super Bowl? They started the "Gotta Go to Work" thing. It was like
Right.
and then the t-shirts,
Lunch
and then
pail.
You got the lunch pails.
Yeah.
out there. Everybody got involved in it. You know.
What's that quote I like from Dick Vermeil about the lower players know that you care?
Oh. They don't. Your players don't care what you know till they know that you care.
And how true is that?
Yeah.
Rob Thompson cares about his team, but he just doesn't. I don't think he needs. I think he needs to light a firecracker under some of these guys.
Yeah, something's got to happen in the offseason, right? Like to let this team know.
By the way, I think Dave
it's unacceptable.
Dombrowski still look. He put together. It's not his fault that the team's not hitting.
Yeah.
He put together. Everybody was excited about bringing Trey Turner in. Everybody was excited about Schwarber. Bryce Harper brought all these guys in, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Trey Turner's been a massive disappointment.
He discovered Hoffman. Remember, Hoffman was buried in the minors.
No, but he could have done more at the deadline. He still could have done more at the deadline. I think Nebraska could have done way more at the deadline other than Austin Hayes. Estevez was fine. Tanner Banks, they added to the bullpen, but, man, they could have done more to get another hitter. They could have done more.
The Flyers played last night.
They
I got to
did.
watch the whole game. And we'll talk a little Flyers hockey and then dedicate the rest of the show because we got a big Eagles game coming up. Tomorrow, Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are 1-4, and the Eagles are 2-2. Dave, the Eagles got to win. This is a must-win for the Eagles. Could you imagine? Could you imagine what it would be? What it's going to be? What it could be like in this area if the same week the Phillies get eliminated by the stinking Mets, and then if the Eagles hypothetically if they lose at home to the 1-4 Browns.
No, I think this is a perfect game to come out of the break with. And you're talking to playing a team that's got terrible turmoil right now.
Yeah.
Like, they're on the brink of being a loser, like 1-16 team for the next 4 or 5 years. Because
keep losing teams losing, right, Dave? That's what Klemic. That's
all
what
we need to do. And
Vermeil says too, right?
The conference is kind of weird too. Dallas is up and down. We're gonna look good. I took like 15 notes for today.
Okay,
you like what I got?
Real quick about the Flyers. I thought Erson was unbelievable.
He was great last night.
He stood directly on his head last night.
He was fantastic.
I mean,
the
first period, they were outshot. The chances were phenomenal.
Yep.
You saw the disappointment in Ricky Tockett's face. I mean, he was like shaking his head.
Yeah.
Like he was phenomenal.
Yeah. And Billy, so in the last 10 season openers for the Flyers, they're 8-0-2 now.
Yeah,
how about
I
that?
saw that.
3-0 in the Torts era.
I like those little stats, but you know what's important? The end of the season, just like the Phillies. I mean, they set
the ride,
Do you
Billy.
remember
It's the
what? Do you remember
ride.
what it was like in June and July here, right? We were like World Series or bust. Everybody was so like,
Well, it
we're
was.
going and look how fast the fortunes change.
It was a massive failure for the Phillies. Massive failure. They couldn't get out of the first round.
Are the Phillies going to be put in the same breath as the Sixers?
Yeah, they are the Sixers.
They're the Sixers.
They're the Sixers now.
Can you imagine that?
Not this team.
That's why I'm wearing black. I got my black ESPN 97.3 ESPN.
Yeah, I like
locker
that
room
one. I think that's the
shirt.
one I don't have.
I got one.
You know,
Do I have
you know,
one?
I brought a bunch of shirts in. You didn't grab one?
the
All right, we're going to be at La Scala's Beach House tomorrow for our Eagles pregame show. Me, Josh Henning, and Dave Klemic. We're going to be down there.
Yep.
All right, we're going to be giving away. Let me hold up these miniatures.
Hold them up.
Look
Hold
at
them up
this.
to the
We're-
camera.
We're on the X platform or YouTube channel. These miniature little, they're what autograph helmets. You get autographs on them.
Yep, you can get autographs on them. Yep.
We got 3 of them. We got one, the old white with the green wing.
I like that one.
And then we have the green helmet.
Come
We have-
on down.
with the the helmets they wear
Yep.
now. And we're gonna do. I think it's gonna be whoever has the We're going to check driver's license. Who lives the furthest away?
Ooh,
How about that?
that's interesting. That's going to be fun. Yeah, you got to get
Come
down to
to
Scala's.
Scala's Beach House tomorrow. We'll be broadcasting live from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Of course, we stay and watch the game with everybody, and the food is phenomenal. Scala's is the place to be. We got great crowds down there. We've got great giveaway shirts. We're also going to be giving away some more ESPN Locker Room, 97.3 ESPN Locker Room T-shirts. So come on down. Everybody's a winner.
Yep, it's going to be fun.
Get a selfie with Billy Schwein.
Yes, that's the real prize.
Yeah, all right, the first hour of the Locker Room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office and Chris Mooney a call at 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. And Dave, there is an event, Chickies and Pete's in Marlton, I believe, on the 17th. If maybe we can talk about doing that.
Yeah, let's go.
Nikki, we'll go down there if you want to go.
Yeah,
All
sounds
right?
good.
More
All
than
right.
area.
When we return, we're going to dedicate the rest of the show to the Philadelphia Eagles and get you ready for Eagles-Browns football. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Nick Earnshaw, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey tonight on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedor bring you all the exciting play-by-play action.
Shoots, he scores! That Dave Beachcomb puts the finishing touches on it.
It's Flyers Flame tonight. Coverage begins after College Football Saturday on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia Flyers hockey, 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
How would you like to go to the 2025 Masters Golf Tournament? Go to ticksforgood.org to find out how you can win the grand prize of 2 weekend passes to the 2025 Masters, as well as plenty of other awesome prizes like Masters hats, t-shirts, and foursomes to your favorite South Jersey golf courses. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win these prizes. This sweepstakes is brought to us by our friends at Shane Orthopedics and the David Scales State Farm team.
With fall savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $1,600 off select appliances from top brands like GE Profile. Save space and time with the new combo washer and dryer and do it all in one machine. And with Smart Dispense technology, the right amount of detergent is automatically added to every wash. Laundry day is a whole lot smarter with the GE Profile Ultra Fast Combo with Smart Dispense only at the Home Depot. Right now, save up to $1,600 and financing on select appliances with fall savings at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Price about September 26th through October 16th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card good for use at Villa Basilari in Buena for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED in my 12 years of practice. But now you can get world-class care for ED 100% online by going to HIMSS.com. So what are you waiting for?
online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices. Go to hims.com/joy.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screams. Go to the Gallery. Go to the Fanatic Sportsbook. Go for the win at Ocean Casino Resort. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Nick Earnshaw. Eagles playing the Browns. The Browns are in a tailspin, and everybody's piling on them, including Stephen A.
Yeah, everybody's piling on them, Billy. It's been – you got to hear this. This is this week. I can't believe you missed this.
No, I didn't hear it. Dave Klemic was just telling us about it.
I shared this on my socials because it was so funny.
Let's hear Stephen A. Eight? Wow. Well, Dave, you said it. This team's in a tailspin, and he's got legal problems on everything else.
He's got major legal problems, and they are going to owe him. The whole organization's freaking out because they owe him. And you could explain this, Nick, what this means. $172 million to a dead cap hit.
Oh.
So what does dead cap hit mean for a team? Do you know what that
So
means?
yes, dead cap is essentially when you have to pay all this money to a player that's not even playing for you anymore, and it goes against your cap.
Against the cap.
Yep. So you are going into the negative in your salary cap.
Speaking of getting paid, Robert Saleh got fired.
He did.
Jets. You know what? They got to pay him over the next 2 years.
What's that?
$583,000 per month is what it makes. That comes to $134,000 a week, $19,000 a day. $799 per hour is what he's making in the next 2 years.
Goodness.
$13.32 per minute.
That's
for
crazy.
the next 2 years.
That's crazy.
So you get a job in the NFL, you stink the situation up, you get a good contract, you're set for
you lay an egg and you're still set.
A lot of people are saying, I mean, Stephen A said this too, and so did Shay on the Shay show. He said, I could try to do his voice. But he said that could have been a lot of Aaron Rodgers is like doing, because if you watch, he was very like non-emotional with.
Well, did you see? He pushed them away. And that was all over social media.
I know, it went viral.
But it was his facial expression that was even worse. Aaron Rodgers pushed Saleh away,
and he looked mad.
Like, what are you doing? Don't touch me.
Right.
This is it, coach. How many times did you hug the coach for a meal?
Oh yeah, a lot. And I've never.
And you're a hugger, Dave. You're a big hugger.
Big hugger.
Well, Vermeil's a hugger.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and they keep saying, well, Aaron Rodgers, for him to be playing bad, it could be just him playing bad, and that's what got him fired. And nobody's gonna feel bad, nobody's gonna feel bad for the coach.
So,
they're gonna blame the coach and everything, but the players, you got Aaron Rodgers. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's trying to do his thing where Tom Brady changes teams, then wins a championship. And
right.
Peyton Manning changes teams, and they win a championship. He's trying to do the same thing, and it's not working.
It ain't working. It's not working.
Nope. Jets, Jets.
All right. Did we flush out all our Phillies? Like,
I do want
anything left on the
I do want to read a YouTube comment from James Norman. He said, "Billy, that was the worst song I'd rather throw up a million times."
Thanks a lot. We didn't like it either.
I almost threw up.
All right, hour 1 is in the books. Eagles talk. Mr. Negadelphia is on the other side. He's got a lot to get off his chest. Can you imagine him today?
Honestly, that one did not fly. We were kind of sad that whole first hour, and I had to sing that darn song.
I think it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, doesn't it?
I didn't like that.
Let's flush it out. All right, on the other side, Mr. Negadelphia. Eagles talk and more. We're having fun here on a Saturday morning in October. It's a locker room with Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic, producer Nick Earnshaw, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles host the Cleveland Browns in Week 6 of the 2024 season tomorrow.
He's going to go! Touchdown! Saquon Barkley!
Listen to all the action with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick with pregame coverage starting at noon and kickoff at 1 p.m. This is the play-by-play home of the Philadelphia Eagles, 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's Eagles station.
We're going abroad for the first time in years, to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
This is the day of the big sale at your gift shop.
Welcome in.
So this isn't just a big day for your business. It's a big day for the network keeping it all connected. That is, if it can handle the pressure.
Next in line, please.
So is it possible to get business internet you can really count on? It is. With 99.9% network reliability from Comcast Business. It's like this neat little bow.
Do you like that gift wrap?
Really ties it all together. Reliable internet for your business. It's not just possible. It's happening. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Switch to Comcast Business and get started with fast, reliable internet for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year contract. Or ask about our 5-year price lock guarantee on qualifying internet bundles. Don't wait. Call or go online today. Ends 12/22/24. Restrictions apply. EcoBill and autopay required. New 150 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply.
Hey, if you have ugly yellow toe fungus, you got to hear about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. It works from both the inside and the outside. Thousands of people are using it to get rid of their toe fungus. You can check it out at crystalflush.com. Jake started off with a small spot on his big toe, and then it spread and got really bad. His toes were nasty. It was so embarrassing. He was afraid to take his socks off. He hid his yellow and crumbly toes from everyone. He tried everything to get rid of it. Nothing helped. And then we found crystalflush.com. It was the only thing that worked. In just a few weeks, his toes looked amazing. He's now walking around barefoot again. You guys need to try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is different. It's not sold in stores, but go check it out at crystalflush.com. They'll even let you try it risk-free so you have nothing to lose. But whatever you do, don't let it get worse. You don't have to live with this anymore. Go check it out now. Just click over to crystalflush.com.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. My friend Rocco over at Key Acura of Atlantic City is excited to welcome Steve Bongiovanni to his sales team. Steve has been selling cars in the area for many years and would like to invite all his previous clients and new ones to stop in and see him. And now, through October 31st, he can get you into a new 2025 Acura Integra for just $379 a month with $49.95 down. Visit him at Key Acura of Atlantic City, Tilton Road and EHT. Online, keyacuraofatlanticcity.com. See dealer for details.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Nick Earnshaw. And by the way, guys, my car, man, I love it. I got the Teos from Toms River Volkswagen. I love it. Like, I'm into this car now, 2 months? I love it.
He came in. We all had come up in the basement to come up and check out.
Yeah, right.
Inspect it and everything.
Go see Huey or John up there at Toms River Volkswagen. They will take care of you. They got me into a car to get anybody.
On the way in a couple weeks ago, it went right by me. It's got some pickup.
By the way, you guys keep saying that. Today I'm in the left lane, and I try to stay in the middle lane. But I don't know what it is about Pennsylvania drivers. They just hang out they go 2 miles an hour in the left lane.
Yeah, especially in the summertime.
Yeah. And I was running a little behind schedule because I'm a creature of habit too, Dave. Like, I have a routine. Saturday morning, I get up. When I leave the house, get everything together, I stop at the Wawa in Collingswood. They got robbed last night. Somebody kicked the front door in, and it was closed.
What?
Yeah, so I had to go, alter my routine. So I'm riding, and the traffic was bad coming down. So I'm riding in the left lane, and I pass a cop going like, I was about. I had on what do you call the speed? The
speedometer.
No, the auto
cruise control.
So I had it on 80, so I wasn't like really.
I'm an idiot,
but I was right up. I was tailgating somebody, but nothing happened. So
I hate tailgating.
Why you out? Yeah.
Well, because these Pennsylvania drivers, they go so slow in the left lane.
You know what I got in the new Raptor though? I got those backup lights that you can turn on, and it shoots this really bright light at them. So if I'm getting tailgated, I blind them.
Oh no!
All right, now the Phillies lost. The Eagles are 2-2. Albeit they're playing the 1-4 Cleveland Browns. We will be at La Scala's Beach House tomorrow for our Eagles pregame show. And, of course, then we'll watch the game at La Scala's. They got great food, great drinks, great vibe. Come on down. We got great giveaway items, miniature helmets to people who check license. We're going to check license to see who lives the farthest away. They will win the prizes.
These are coolest prizes. Our reason to get a
We
prize.
give something away every weekend.
Yeah, so cool.
Courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fan Treasures, where you got your Flyers.
Yeah, I got this shirt right here.
Johnny DiMaria. Pro Image Sports and Fan Treasures gave us the helmets. So we're all excited about tomorrow. Now, without any further ado, let's go to Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, sponsored by Galloway Pool Service. Not happy with your pool, people? Call Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you. That's the Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy, Mr. Negadelphia, P.J. Corda. Good morning, P.J.
Good morning, Billy. Glad to be here.
How you feeling today?
Well, I mean, been a week, Billy. It's been a week, man,
So at least you didn't have to sing the Mets fight song.
I know. I heard you guys. You guys are really bad.
It's a bad song.
I don't know if it was the song or your voices, but it all came together really bad.
And I want to start off with the Phillies with you. Talk to me, Mr. Negadelphia. What did you see, and what should be done with this team that has lost 7 out of their last 9 playoff games?
Well, I mean, I think maybe if we got Marshall onto like a lady softball field, he would hit like 10 home runs every time he got every game, But unfortunately, flyouts to the middle of the field are not valued in Major League Baseball. So we're not looking good. And I got to tell you, the way they were batting, I wouldn't want these guys back next year. I think we should change it up and get somebody back there that's going to do something consistent. We were under 200 batting. Look, you can't win games like that. You just can't.
They had 3 home runs in the whole series.
Yeah.
3.
They were swinging a lot. They were swinging for the fences, but they weren't hitting them. They were missing all the time. They just swinging, and nothing was connecting.
PJ, talk to me about Alec Boehm's performance during this series, and what he said after the game. What did you make of Alec Boehm?
Alec can take a hike. Okay, he can. We don't need him on the team. Listen, I would rather see anybody in these positions than the guys that we had, and that includes our big stars too. You guys keep giving credit to Harper and Castellanos. Yeah, they did all right, but I wouldn't say it was. I wouldn't say it was Harper money all right. You know what I mean? I would say that he did. He won the one game, got us back into it. But that was it. That's all I saw out of him. It was.
I can't blame Bryce Harper. I thought he played. I mean, overall, he played well, but it just wasn't enough.
It wasn't. Yeah, no, not nearly enough. I mean, the team. Yeah, we just didn't have it. I mean, we came out the gate hot, typical, Philly fashion. We were all hyped up. Everybody, and then we got cold. We got real cold at the end of the year, and then. I felt like you even felt it, Billy. Like we were going into this playoffs as the first place team that was most likely to lose. It
exactly.
was unbelievable.
Exactly.
Wow. Mr. Negadelphia, I got a question for you. All right. At the end of the season, you just pretend you're the coach. What kind of speech are you giving these guys in the locker room? Like you're coming in, you're the coach.
You just lost. You just lost the series. You won the division. We had World Series or bust mentality, and you just lost to the Mets in the NLDS.
All right, let's hear it.
Yeah, I think you go in and you say, listen, guys, it was great working together. There's a good chance that a lot of us are not going to be here next year. It was, we had a good run at the beginning of the year. Obviously, you can see it didn't pay off. And nobody's going to remember that we won these games this year. It'll be completely forgotten. And we blew it. And you let them know, like, look, we failed. And this is, we're going to have to face the consequences. And, I think that should happen. I think we should make some major changes and switch it up.
Yeah, like Pete, I know you actually, if you know the real PJ, he has a lot of employees. What if they did so bad after, like, you set them up so well and then they did so bad? What would you tell your own employees?
If this was any other business, these people would have. I don't even think they would have made it to Game 5. We would have been like, "Look, it's Game 4. You got to go."
Yeah, but but you know what? But that's a good point you bring up, Dave. Because in baseball is a game of failure. You can bat 3 out of 10. That's only 30%. If somebody's only doing 30% of output for you at your business, you're probably getting rid of them. But in baseball, you're an all-star.
Well, yeah, but our guys weren't even 30%. We were, they were 10% at best. You know what I mean? We were at 10%.
I kind of feel like that's like sales and business, right? If they say no to you like 100 times for the one person that you get, so you got to be good at, getting striked out, and you got to be good at failure. I don't think when you were set up that way, the way the Phillies were set up, I thought that was great. He said we're the first team the most likely to lose.
We were. I mean, it was when we were going into it. I don't know how you guys felt. I didn't feel confident. I was like, hey, I hope they start picking it up and we see some light. And then it never came through. There was like a glimmer of light in Game 2, but that was it. That was it. That's all we saw.
PJ, Mr. Negadelphia, is Rob Thompson coming back next year, or should he come back next year?
Oh man, that's tough. I mean, to me, I don't have a problem with changing everything over. I think that, I know you guys talked about Schwarber batting first, okay? And I mean, I think it's weird, okay? I mean, there was some success with it at the beginning of the season, but I think over time, teams adapted and, it just didn't work out. It just was, I didn't feel like that was great. So yeah, there should be some, both managerial and player changes.
We all get, we all get mesmerized by the Schwarber bomb leading off and all these leadoff hits, and it's all glamorous. But in the playoffs, when it's money time, the pitchers change their strategies. They got the book on you. You're striking out a lot. You got to get on base. You got to have somebody creating something. And he's just not the guy to do it, Nicky Schwarber.
Oh, now we're getting out of hand.
That's all we got. And then we also have Marsh, who pops out. This is nice, too.
All right, let's turn our attention to the Philadelphia Eagles, because I know you got a lot to talk about on this subject. We will be down at La Scala's Beach House again tomorrow for our Eagles pregame show from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And then, of course, we'll be watching the game at La Scala's. Great food, great vibe, great drinks, and cheering on to the Birds for a win. And I'm going to be giving away, we are going to be giving away these miniature Eagles helmets. I'm going to hold it up to the StreamYard and the YouTube channel right there. They're the miniature helmets that you get autographed on, because the following week on the 27th of October, Vince Papale will be at La Scala's signing autographs and doing the show with us. Great giveaway items tomorrow at La Scala's for our Philadelphia Eagles at 1 o'clock against the hapless Cleveland Browns. What do you make of this game?
Well, I mean, I can tell you this. Jalen didn't throw an interception last week, which was good. And hopefully, they show up. If we can't beat the Cleveland Browns, we got issues, man. We got serious issues, more than we thought. We got to start really changing some things, but we'll see how they show up, The
Eagles just cut
Devin White.
Devin White.
Yeah.
Brought him in. I wonder if they do background checks. Obviously, the NFL has a security detail. They have investigators going into. Remember, you said they even know what girlfriend you dated.
Yeah,
in your junior in high school.
That was his problem.
Is that right?
Yeah, that was his problem.
So why would they go after a guy that had maybe character issues?
He was a top 5 pick, right? And you look back into his history. Just Wikipedia. It's like it's not good,
right?
You know what I mean? And then you're like, and then you see there's problems that arise.
Right.
That's why Eric Bieniemy can't get a head coaching job because he's been abusive.
Is that right?
So
really?
Is he,
so he's got
Bieniemy,
skeletons in his
you're not
closet.
going to hire a guy like that to
Right.
be your head coach, representative of your whole organization, unless you're, unless you're really stupid.
Hey, PJ, Mr. Negadelphia, you get something to be really negative about if you're a Cleveland Browns fan. How about Deshaun Watson? How bad he is? His quarterback rating is, I think, 71.4 or 74.8. I mean, we just played Stephen A. Smith. Can you imagine if we had him at quarterback?
I mean, what a disappointment, right? Like, because he was good on the Texans. He was great. I mean, I would consider him one of the best, top 5 in the league, I would say, when he was there. And then I think it just is a testament to how much, mentally this game is, right? So he's going through, like you said, a lot of legal stuff, and his head's not in the game. And, it's just, you got to factor that in when you're taking on, a player like that, there's a lot of things that are going to contribute to him not playing well. And you can see how that's going. I mean, it's terrible over there.
Mr. Negadelphia, will the Eagles win tomorrow?
Ooh, they better. I'm going to tell you right now, Billy, they better. They better win, or, we got to start looking at making cuts like the Phillies.
You're going to be at the game, right?
I am. I'm going to be at the game, but I wish I was going to be at La Scala.
Yeah, man. We're going to have a fun time tomorrow. PJ, what's the score for you tomorrow? What do you think the Eagles are going to do?
I'm hoping we put some points on the board. I'm hoping we get at least 28, and I'd be surprised if our defense – I want our defense to show up. It's an opportunity for them to really show that they can, handle a moving quarterback, make sure he's been dominated by every other defense. If we're going to be there, we got to show up and hold them to at least 10.
So you're saying 28-10?
That's what I want. That's what I want to see.
That's positive.
28-10. See, here's the thing. Here's what I want. I want to see the Philadelphia Eagles put together 4 quarters where they're firing on all cylinders. No, they don't have to score 38, 40 points for me, but I want them to
You want a complete game.
I want a complete game, a mistake-free game as much as can be, done. But
would be great if Jalen Hurts could come out late in the fourth quarter and just come out.
No turnovers.
We haven't had that in 2
Clean
years.
game.
A couple sustained drives. You know what I mean?
A clean game. You want a clean game
where you don't you're not sitting on your hands, or, bite your fingernails at halftime.
Kansas City's been like that too.
When's the last time Jalen didn't have a turnover? I mean, this is it's been a while.
How many turnovers tomorrow, PJ?
If he has more than 2, I swear I'll jump. You're going to see me out in the field. I'm going to. Jalen Hurts just got tackled by the Negadelphia.
No, PJ said he's going to take.
You, if he does, I'm telling you, he's so bad.
Mr. Negadelphia, what was the kind of visor they had?
Oh yeah, he can't see anything through it. He's got a wide receiver sighted vision over there with that
can't
visor.
see. He can't see his receiver. I forget how you said it, but I screamed, spit my coffee out laughing when he told me.
And another thing I'm mad at, Mr. Negadelphia, he said if the Phillies make it to Game 5, he was going to take the locker room crew to the game.
Hey,
and I was looking forward to
you guys to know something. I bought 20 tickets to Game 5. I had front row. I had Hall of Fame passes for it. I paid it. They had to refund me the money because
Mr. Negadelphia.
Oh my God.
Instead, we're singing the damn Mets song.
Instead, we're sitting here in the studio on a Saturday, licking our wounds and singing that stinking Mets song.
Yep. Yeah. No, let us down once again.
Mr. Negadelphia, have a great day tomorrow at the game. Hopefully the Eagles win by your score. And don't go run on the field because we need you back on the show.
That will be his one call.
Go down and see Judge Seamus McCaffrey.
Yeah, call us from the field, would you?
I'll be calling in from there. All right. I'll be right there on the side, so I'll be calling in for sure.
All right, PJ, we love you, brother. Mr. Negadelphia, as always, thank you so much, and we'll see you and talk to you next week.
Sounds good, boys. Take
All right, there he is, Mr. Negadelphia, PJ Corda. It's sponsored by Galloway Pool Service. Not happy with your pool, people? Call Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you. That's the Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. They deliver. Go down there and say hello to Will and Jason and Chet. Tell them we said hi. I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422. They're great people down there. Whether you're commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, or financial planning, divorce, financing, and more, the professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you today. Give them a call, 609-263-7422. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker with Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and mainland product, Dave Klemic, and I was going to call you Mr. Negadelphia.
Mr. Positivity.
Mr. Positivity, Mr. Confident, Nicky Earnshaw. You're listening to the Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey tonight on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedork bring you all the exciting play-by-play action.
Shoots, he scores! That Dave Beachcon puts the finishing touches on it.
It's Flyers Flame tonight. Coverage begins after College Football Saturday on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia Flyers hockey, 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card good for use at Villa Fazzolari in Buena for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com. Tommy! I can't wait for golf this weekend, huh, buddy? Time flies. Love you, man. Oh, don't forget your knee brace again. We aren't in college anymore.
Moments together matter, so help protect yourself from RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV, and there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Lenny Kravitz presents the Blue Electric Light Tour 2024. Live in Atlantic City, Ovation Hall and Ocean Casino Resort, Friday, November 1st and Saturday, November 2nd. Get tickets now at theoceanac.com. Lenny Kravitz, the brand new album, Blue Electric Light, is available everywhere now. For more, visit LennyKravitz.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, former Kansas City Chiefs and mainland product, Dave Klemic, activated and caffeinated. Right? Is that what you say?
Caffeinated and activated.
I like that. I love that. And then Nick Earnshaw, Nicky Schwaber, Nick at Night, Nicky Nosebleed,
Nick Fangio.
Nick Fangio,
Yeah.
Nick Schwaber.
What else? We
Nick,
missing it?
got a lot of nicknames.
I know. I think we're missing. We might be missing one.
Nick's Nuggets.
Let's talk a little.
Yeah.
Let's look at the Eagles, and there's a few things that's. Dave, are you a chemistry guy? Do you think? I think chemistry is an important ingredient into winning, right? Chemistry,
100%. Yes, it's more.
So when a player, now the modern athlete isn't like it used to be. It's changed even since you played.
Yeah, that's a really good point too. I'll hit on that.
Okay,
go ahead.
When you lose the way you lost to Tampa Bay, and then you go on an opposing your arch rivals podcast, Darius Slay, and he's laughing and joking while the fans take their losses harder than the players. Wouldn't you say?
Yes,
because he seemed like he didn't even care.
When that stuff used to happen, if you talk to the press, we would used to get Coach Vermillion used to put a newspaper on all of our desks.
Right?
Yeah, right. And now they have iPads at every
Yeah,
desk.
right,
so it'll just show what you said. And you're like, and you have to be accountable for what you said.
Right.
And then you're up there explaining. And now I just don't even think they probably hold them accountable anymore.
I wonder, like the players shrug it off, Nick, like they don't care, but deep down inside, PJ Gardner-Johnson, he's probably pissed off. Or CJ, what I say? I'm thinking of PJ.
Mr. Negadelphia.
No, but you know what I mean?
Now.
Like deep down inside, he can't be okay with that.
No.
And you know what? What type of message does that send to the team, to the rest of the team? And I don't know, maybe the players don't even care, or they say they don't care, but I care.
Well, listen, Darius Slay got a lot of flack for going on Micah Parsons' podcast, and you know,
but he wasn't apologetic.
No,
you know
he
what
wasn't.
I mean, he was like,
but you know, that's today's player, right? They're going on all the podcasts, they're all buddies, right?
You know?
So I don't love it. I'm sure it was like a predetermined thing that he was going to go on that podcast like before it actually happened. I'm sure it was scheduled out before. So I mean, but the timing, it wasn't great. I mean, after a loss like that, you don't want to go on a Dallas Cowboys podcast and then rip your own teammate. CJ even posted something cryptic on his Instagram. So
here's the thing, Nick. If you were maybe in the top 10 against pass, the top 10 defense, maybe you could have a little gravitas. You could do stuff. But when you're the 27th ranked defense in the league and you're the 25th against the pass, you better get to the meeting room and start doing some studying, some extra work, because you stink.
That's right.
Right? What else can I say?
No words with that. You no words.
Nothing else. You nailed it.
Right.
And you're talking about chemistry. I will get back to that. The chemistry thing, which is so important because you can create chemistry you're not creating chemistry game day. It's happening
exactly
all week long.
Takes
so the
time,
more
yeah.
you do it, and if stuff that happens that week will affect the field, something you did in the off season, all those things are built upon. And I the other thing is, I'm not that worried, to be honest with you, about this game this week. And I wrote this as one of my important notes. Now, could you picture you're fighting? You got two swords and you got a shield, right?
Right.
You're now all of a sudden you get into a fight and you got two different swords and a completely different shield that you've been practicing with and working with all the time. You're creating these motions and muscle memory and everything and chemistry. And then all of a sudden you get to two games where you don't have your shield and you don't have your swords, right?
Right.
This is what happens. Now Jalen Hurts has both his swords back and his shield. I think he's going to be very comfortable today. I like where we're at today.
All right. I hope you're right, because like my philosophy now, Nick, is like, I was not going to pick the Eagles until they show me that they can be a consistent, put together a comprehensive game plan, stick to it, and run it efficiently.
Yeah, and
they haven't done it yet. They haven't really showed. Like, I can't get warmed up, but I can't pick them to lose against the Browns because the Browns stink.
Yeah, but I think that we were, and somebody brought this up. What do they? We play off man coverage or off
you play
coverage
a lot
88% of the time.
Right.
We press coverage 12% of the time, meaning all we do is give.
Right.
But we're trying not to break.
We
But
bend,
that's set
don't
up-
break.
But
that's set up for a team that scores quickly, and we haven't.
That's Vic Fangio's defense. He's been doing it for 20 years. You know, like that. You've seen John. That was what Jonathan Gannon did when he was here a couple of years ago. They play the off coverage, and they use a lot of guys in nickel. They don't have those safeties back, right? So that's what you're going to get out of this Vic Fangio defense. It's bend, don't break. They want to get there with the four guys up front, but they don't have guys that can get to the quarterback. That's the issue. They have struggled getting to the quarterback. They're not generating enough pressure. So when you're playing that bend, don't break defense in the secondary, you can go right down the field on them. That's just how it works.
And then score. And then we're not.
But we're only scoring 18 points a game.
Right. So
Well, you also didn't have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Remember, they were hurt too. So you're getting those guys back. Lane Johnson's coming back this week. So maybe this is the week, Billy. They could put it together. Everybody's healthy. Everyone's back. There's no excuses to lose to the Browns.
All right, Nick. A couple of weeks ago, we had their text board question: confident or nervous? You were very confident about the Phillies. Are you confident the Eagles can after the bye week, after the first four games, which is basically Dave, like the preseason, right? Their first four games were like the preseason because they didn't none of them played in the preseason. They had bubble wrap around them, so they get through the preseason now 2-2. I expect to see all cylinders, firing all cylinders, mistake-free football, and make it have a couple sustained drives. I'd like to see Saquon Barkley have 110 yards rushing on maybe 20 carries, and spread the ball around.
I'm confident this week, but am I confident in the season? That's where I'm a little nervous. The rest of the year, I'm nervous about this team. I'm a little nervous about this. This week, I'm confident. They're playing the Browns.
How can you be confident after the Sixers lay you down? The Phillies lay you down.
It's a new year for the Sixers. It's a new year for the Sixers. New year for the Flyers. We're starting over again. Remember, we asked the question last year, Billy, who's the next team to win a title? I said the Sixers. The Sixers look like the best team out of all of them right now, okay?
That's
so
something.
I'm just saying.
No, look, I'm getting excited. The Flyers are not in that conversation with you?
Not yet. They're too young. Not yet. They're too young. I mean, they'll get there, but I think there's going to be a little bit of growing pains this year. Remember, you have a lot of young players. Michkov, they play well. Yeah.
What's Jet's last name?
Yeah.
Jet?
They play. Listen, they have guys that are going to play well, but there's going to be some growing pains with that team. And Danny Briere even tempered expectations.
Jet Lachenko.
Yeah.
They said he skates like the wind.
Is that his name or
Jet? No, that's his name.
So is that a nickname?
Yeah. Right? It's a nickname or is that his real name? Jet.
That's his name.
It's his name, Jet.
And he's a fast skater.
Yeah.
Cool.
He skates like a jet.
Maybe
he should be on the Winnipeg Jets.
I'm thinking about boys' names.
We got him.
What if we have a boy?
Oh,
named Jet.
I don't know if that'll fly with Erica.
Guess what? You're not.
I don't know.
You're not having a boy.
3 for 3.
Tell Erica, it's all girls for you.
I am a coach. That's what they do. Coaches have all girls.
You're a girl dad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a girl dad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
My
right.
daughter, my oldest Andrea, she's living in Florida. She's 40. And my youngest, Eliza Grace, she's 9.
She's gonna be in broadcasting.
Yeah, she's funny.
I promise you.
Definitely.
All right.
How about this defense, right? Let's get back to after we go to commercial. I want to talk about
because we've got some things to talk about on the other side with personnel too.
I got an interesting take for you guys.
All right.
Really interesting.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. That's the Circle Liquor Store. Now, I want to tell you about Las Scalas. We love Las Scalas. We're going to be broadcasting live there tomorrow for our Eagles pregame show, and then we're going to watch the game at Las Scalas. We eat food there. The menu is phenomenal. We've been having great crowds down there. Plus, we have great giveaways. We're giving away miniature football helmets. You can see it right here. Can you put it back up on the screen there? Sorry, Nick. Right here, we're on the YouTube and the X platform. We got a white helmet, a mini helmet, great for autographs, and then two green ones.
Yep, it's gonna be great giveaways tomorrow at Las Scalas.
And it's gonna be whoever lives the furthest away. We'll check the license, their license, if your address, if you're the furthest away.
Tom's River, Camden County.
Yeah,
like those are the ones that
maybe PA. You never know.
Yeah, never know.
Because there are a lot of PA people heading down on that left lane.
Going real slow, starting traffic.
All right, Las Scalas opened last summer to rave reviews at your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out of Las Scalas, located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LasCalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll continue more here in the locker with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Get ready for a Big Ten clash as the fourth-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions face off against the USC Trojans at the iconic LA Coliseum. Feel the adrenaline as these Titans clash Saturday. Listen to the hard hits, breathtaking plays, and the unyielding spirit of college football at its finest as Brett Dolan and the 1992 Heisman Trophy winner Gino Torretta call the action on this touchdown radio station.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 3:30.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call Lenigan, again and again. Call Lenigan, again and again.
How would you like to go to the 2025 Masters Golf Tournament? Go to ticksforgood.org to find out how you can win the grand prize of 2 weekend passes to the 2025 Masters. Plenty of other awesome prizes like Masters hats, T-shirts, and foursomes to your favorite South Jersey golf courses. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win these prizes. This sweepstakes is brought to us by our friends at Shane Orthopedics and the David Scales State Farm team.
Members, it's here. Milo's Rewards Week deals for members only are up for grabs. Home decor, holiday tools, you name it, it's for less. Get up to 40% off store-wide on hundreds of items, including select power tools, tool storage, and ladders. So what are you waiting for? Join for free today and get instant access to Milo's Rewards Week deals. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offer valid 10/10 through 10/16. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change.
With GMF financing to qualified buyers excludes Traverse and Corvette excludes prior sales. Need a car, truck, or SUV? Great! Get to Bennett Chevy, where you're going to get Bennett's best offers ever. You know Bennett sells new Chevys at the true GM supplier employee price, right? Well, right now, Bennett Chevrolet says, how'd you like to buy your new Chevy and pay $500 below the GM supplier employee price? Yes, $500 less than our employees. Plus, you keep all the rebates. That's up to 15% off the sticker. And with available 0% financing, you'll have incredibly low payments. And if you've got an old car to trade, right now you'll get a minimum $10,000 towards any pre-owned vehicle in stock. That's at least 10 grand for total junk. Imagine how much we'll pay for good trades. And wait till you experience Bennett's non-commissioned sales team. Paid on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. So they'll make getting all these unbelievable deals even better. Together, let's drive. Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Nick Earnshaw. Of course, Dave Klemic with your Klemic Performance Method. By the way, I got the logo on the back of my shirt. We appreciate that.
Yeah, sure.
But you do a great job in teaching these kids how to improve themselves athletically with their running and jumping skills and whatnot. But you're also a great motivational speaker. And Nikki, you invited him to do explain what you had because I mean, you know, there's some people that you listen to them,
you gotta run through a wall. That's what it does. We had, I work at the college in Camden County as run the radio station up there, and we had an athletic event on Thursday night for all the teams, and Dave came and spoke and did a great job. I was ready to run through a wall.
What's the wheelbarrow?
Well, here, I'll give you the speech in a real brief manner. Okay,
man.
so here's what I do this with all the.
You're gonna get us pumped up for the Eagles tomorrow.
Yeah, man. But if you have a goal, if you have any goal, write the story of your life. Write your goal at the end. What does it look like at the end? Right? How do you want it to end? And then detail it. You literally give it the most details you can. Make it super vivid.
I got a posse.
Yeah. In your brain. What is that detail? What does that picture look like? Then go to the first chapter, which is right now, and start writing it. Start writing how, and then every activity in between you want to connect. Now, writing it and believing in are two separate things. This is where Coach Vermeil comes in. When you believe in yourself, when you believe something, you dive all in. You completely immerse yourself, right? They tell the story about the guy doing the tightrope act in the wheelbarrow, right? Okay, so the guy does a tightrope act where he walks across the canyon, and he does this. He makes money on this, so he creates a crowd every year and has all these people that cheer for him or whatever, boo him or whatever he wants. So every year he has to up the ante to make it more exciting than everything than last year. So this year he tells everybody, I'm going to walk a wheelbarrow full of bricks across the Grand Canyon on a tightrope. So
Evil Knievel-esque.
Yeah.
He gets to the day of the where he's going to do it, and he gets to the end with his wheelbarrow, and all these people are cheering for him, and he's like, "You believe I can do this?" And everyone's like, "Yeah." You believe I can do this? And everyone's going, "Yeah, right." And he looks at one particular guy, and he goes, "Hey, do you really believe that I can do this?" And he goes, "Yeah, I just said yeah." And he goes, "But do you really believe that I can do this?" And he goes, "Yeah, I do." And then he goes, he takes the wheelbarrow, dumps out the bricks, and says, "Get in." And everybody goes dead silent, right? And that's when you really believe. When you say it or you believe it, you would jump right in. So that was a Coach Vermeil.
Did he get a big applause?
Big applause.
Coach Vermeil did that speech on our first day after we had all the guys that made the team. He told that speech to us and said, and then he put a wheelbarrow in front of the classroom, and we used to run him out on the field in the wheelbarrow for every game. It was great.
He got a big applause.
The Philadelphia Eagles, let's talk about the defense first because we know what the offense has. The offense has a lot of weapons, has a great offensive line. Jalen Hurts, we'll get to him on the other, but I want to go to the defense first because Sidney Brown's going to be returning. I don't know if that's going to, how much that'll help out, but you get a player back, and Cooper DeJean is going to be starting in the nickel spot this week, right?
Yeah, he's going to get some run this week.
You got Quinion Mitchell. He's young cat.
I love him.
The linebackers, N'Kobe Dean. I'm still not sure of him. His production. He's had a couple good games. He had a couple clunkers.
Inconsistency on the defensive line.
Very inconsistent. The defensive line, like you said, Dave, they don't have. They seem like everybody wants the glamour. They want to do the hard work. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and I was thinking this is my note. This is Klemic's notes for today on the defense. And I
Klemic's
just
notes.
had one. I said,
Notes, I like
you know,
that.
I like, you know, we have this bend but don't break,
Yes.
right? Well, because we're breaking anyway, what if we just took some shots? We ran some cover 2 robbers or whatever, where we took some shots.
Hey, do
try and
something
intercept
different.
the
Change
ball,
it up.
right? And I would rather the defense try to make you make mistakes and then just capitalize on mistake.
Right.
And then you get field position. If you bend but don't break, you still give field position and 3 points. So if we just make them make a mistake, you could get really good field position, and you know, and you're going to give up big plays anyway. We're already doing that. So we might as well just take a bunch of hard mistakes, you know, just try to blitz from a corner blitz, safety blitz, whatever, like stuff that we haven't been doing. And let's see what happens. But that was my take on the defense. I don't like to criticize defenses because I'm an offensive guy. I'd like rather take the blame,
Right.
and say, you know, but that's my one critique.
Well, so here's the one thing, and we go with Scott, get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson every Sunday throughout the football season, brought to you by Blitz's Market. Scott's always saying the turnover battle. And right now the Eagles are a -6 differential. So they're giving the ball up 6 times more than they get it. You know, they're -6.
They got to take care of the ball.
Got to take care of the ball.
The first time I ever heard this, the turnover ratio, Coach Vermeil studied this a lot back in 2001, and he started going, you have like 10% chance of winning a game if you're -2.
Right.
10%.
10%.
So if you are, you know, if you're even, you both have 2 interceptions, it's cool. You're even across the board. But if we're -6 on the whole season, so you could say we're giving us a very low percentage chance of winning a game just based on turnovers.
Jerome Ford is their running back. He leads the team with rushing 250 yards. Deshaun Watson, he's having a subpar season. He's
8.5.
Yeah. Jerry Jeudy, they got on no, they don't. Jerry Jeudy. What am I talking about?
No, yeah,
Oh, yeah, they do have Jerry
right.
Jeudy. What I'm talking about. He's their
Yeah.
him and Amari Cooper.
He's their leading receiver, averages less than 50 yards a game. Like you're like, you
So
know,
this is a get right game.
Yeah. Well, I want to pose this question to you both. The Eagles lose this Sunday, right? Let's say they lose.
God, I don't even think of that.
If they lose to the Browns, what does that mean for Nick Sirianni? Because we just saw Robert Saleh shockingly get fired.
Right.
They've been okay. Like the Jets haven't been terrible. They've been okay. But I mean, if the Eagles lose this game, I mean, what more does Sirianni have to show?
well, he's make the playoffs every year. I don't think that he has to. I don't think his job's in jeopardy.
You don't think it's at all?
No, I don't.
See,
They'll make the playoffs again.
I don't know.
See, I'll tell you, he's going to be under a lot of fire. The Phillies lost this last week, right? So that loss, coupled with if they don't beat the Browns, the 4-1 Browns that are struggling. Yeah, I think he's going to be under a lot of fire.
I think the hot seat's getting really warm.
Oh, yeah,
Try to remember what I said about
what it was. They put the plug in a socket, and now that's heating up.
Remember, they have 2 coordinators. Like Kellen Moore, at some point, will probably become a head coach. Vic Fangio's been a head coach.
You think
before.
Kellen Moore will be?
He will be a head coach one day, guaranteed. Vic Fangio has also been a head coach in this league. He's been around for a long time. They could just slide one of those guys in. And it's very possible. If the Eagles really start falling apart, they lose this week, things are going to really start to be talked about.
Let me ask you a question. Is last year's collapse, is that in the back of the mind of these? They're humans.
Yeah, of course. Of course. And you're going, and you have to answer those questions. Your own family who's asking you, well, what about this? What about that? Well, we just did this. We're installing something in my car, and we have this checker where you check which lines are working. You get your positive, your negative, whatever, and you're testing them, right? But if you were to see who is like where you're testing the lines to see which one's active, maybe it's a dead line. If you're looking at the front office, the head coach, or the players or the coordinators, that just ask yourself that, like, where's the problem coming from? Right. Where's the problem coming from? If it's coming from the players, then that's your dead line right there. Okay. If your coach is fired up and he's doing a good job with organization, your players are making bad plays. We're only 1 catch away from being 3-1.
Right.
That was just a Saquon Barkley. So we're 3-1. Nobody's talking about his job right now.
No.
I think
that's right. But
I still think we're on the player show. I'm not whispering up the line yet.
I just got a text message from my buddy Chris Rumbus. He says Belichick will be the new head coach. There's no way.
No, not this season.
You got a player problem right now.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I think Bill Belichick's time is come and gone, especially with the new athlete. Look at Alec Bowman and his response to these things. I mean, you're dealing with a different athlete.
Yeah, it's a different time period for sure. if Nick Sirianni were to get fired, it really goes wrong, right? Bill Belichick's not going to be the head coach of the Eagles this year. It's just not going. They're not going to. He would have to install a new offense. It would not happen during the season. Now after the season,
I mean, he's not the first person to say this.
No, he's not.
A lot of people
It wouldn't happen during the season though. That would not happen. They would have to slide either Moore or Vic Fangio in. That's how it would work.
Has anybody ever had a successful season after firing a coach? And then go. I think.
The Phillies. I mean, after they fired Joe Girardi, they went to a World Series. Yeah. That's one example right there.
Well,
football, I'd have to think about it.
Did Mike Tomlin get hired halfway through a season and then have
how many years Tomlin? He's probably
been there for
22
time.
years.
So
time.
Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and in the past 40 years,
consistency.
Yeah.
Belichick was there for a long time.
20 years. That's what you need is consistency.
Let's talk about real quick. I want to talk about Jalen Hurts because this team rests on his shoulders.
18 seasons, by the way.
18 seasons. This team rests on his shoulders. As well as he plays, that's how well the team's going to do. I think
this week,
despite the defense's problems, if you're scoring 34 points a game, you're going. Because what are they giving up? They're giving up 25. What are they giving up? Look at my stat sheet here. Defensively, they give up 22 points a game. So if you score 34.
I don't know if everything rests on him, because if you look at great football teams, you would see they put less pressure on, they put more pressure on the quarterback. In a team like the Eagles, they go, give me a Heisman Trophy winner at receiver. Give me A.J. Brown at receiver. Give me Saquon Barkley as a running back. That's taking a lot of pressure off the quarterback. If you go to Kansas City, you'll see Patrick Mahomes as rookie.
Right.
They give him anybody. They're like, I don't care. Give anybody the running back. Give a 7th round draft pick at a running back.
But see, here's the difference.
Give him a free agent.
Mahomes makes those players look good.
Exactly.
He brings their level of play up. Jalen Hurts doesn't do that.
So I think that's what they know that. So they give him the surrounding characters that are so good that it takes less pressure on him.
We'll see. He gets 2 of his big weapons back.
Gets AJ and Devontae back.
Look at Tom Brady. He had a bunch of receivers that played lacrosse or played college quarterback.
Right.
And then he makes them look good.
Makes them look great.
And then you give anybody a running back. They keep rotating guys through. Doesn't matter.
Randy Moss. He had a couple.
So they don't trust him that much. I can tell you that right now. Or they wouldn't need that much money paid. They give the money on the defensive side of the ball.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. That's the Circle Liquor Store. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they'll have private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Nick Earnshaw, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles host the Cleveland Browns in Week 6 of the 2024 season tomorrow.
He's going to go! Touchdown! Saquon Barkley!
Listen to all the action with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick with pregame coverage starting at noon and kickoff at 1 p.m. This is the play-by-play home of the Philadelphia Eagles, 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's Eagles station.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
It's the time of year for killer deals. You've had your eye on some hot new wheels. We want to pay off your loan or lease and tell your old car to rust in peace.
Get your Matt Black Kia today. Buried in a loan or lease? Matt Black Kia wants to get you released and treat yourself to 0 down, 0 payments until next year, even 0% up to 72 months on every clearly marked new Matt Black Kia in stock. You won't need a costume to get a brand new Matt Black Kia Forte LXS under 20 grand. That's right, a brand new Kia, just $19,999 with any trade. That's less than most used vehicles. It's gotta be a Matt Black Kia. With approved credit 24 EV9 and 6, $1388 per thousand. Not all will qualify. Credit may affect down payment. Offers can't be combined. Go to MattBlackKiaNJ.com for complete details or 888-505-6670. Price includes all costs to be paid by consumer, except for licensing, registration, and taxes through KMF. Rebates and incentives to dealer. Expires 10/31/24. Matt Black Kia, 6211 Black Horse Pike, Egg Harbor Township, and on Route 37 in Toms River.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED in my 12 years of practice. But now you can get world-class care for ED 100% online by going to HIMSS.com. So what are you waiting for?
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to HIMSS.com/joy.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they $200 in bonus bets when they bet $5. Bonus spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bet. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. Terms and conditions apply.
You're listening to The Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Nick Earnshaw. Of course, once again, I love my Volkswagen Teos out at Toms River Volkswagen. I love it. Go up there and see John or Huey at Toms River Volkswagen up there in Toms River. They've got quality cars. The Volkswagens are nice. How fast did this show go, man?
Fast 2 hours of radio, Billy.
It's unbelievable.
Come on.
All right, Nick, are you gonna be with us tomorrow?
I will not be there
You're not
tomorrow.
gonna be with you?
I will not be there
So
tomorrow.
I want to get your prediction on the Eagles tomorrow.
All right. I think they will win this week. I'm going to go 27-17.
27-17.
27-17
All right,
is my score.
they've been giving up 22 a game.
Yep.
They score 18.
And Deshaun Watson struggled. The offense of the Browns is not very good.
Who's your big star defensively tomorrow?
Quinyon Mitchell. I think Quinyon gets a pick
And
tomorrow.
who's your offensive star?
Saquon
right.
Barkley.
Dave, run the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball.
I'm okay with you can give Saquon the ball 10 times.
Miles Garrett that's their big defensive guy, right?
Yeah, we'll be lined up probably against Jordan Mailata tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't know if this is a stat, but doesn't it seem like Saquon will get like 10 carries, and then of those 10, it'll be like 0, 0, 0, 0, 65.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, I like him. I think he should get anywhere between 17 and 22 carries per game if the Eagles are going to be successful. This way, take the pressure off of Jalen Hurts.
Take it off of him.
Take it all off of him. Pound that ball, and then go over top when you have to.
Remember when Sirianni gave up play calling the first year Jalen was the starter, and they struggled to start the year, and then they gave it to Steichen, and they started running the ball, running by committee. It took the pressure off of Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
Take the pressure off him. He plays much better when you're able to run the ball and then set up the pass.
Like it seems like when
so
these
much
coordinators try to get too smart, try to be the smartest guy in the room, just do the basics.
Yeah, but like you said, sometimes some of the things like all that motion, that pre-snap motion, and everybedy's talking about
but
it now.
Dave, when
2 years ago,
Dave, when you're playing football, doesn't your coach say, let's perfect what we're doing? Don't worry about what they're doing.
Yes.
Worry about what we're doing.
Yes, true. But at the same time, that's why I hate the RPOs is because you're always worried about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see what they do, and then we'll come out and do this. You're like, no, let's just
one thing when
thing.
you were talking about preparation, we used to run the same play in practice like 400. It seemed like we ran it 400 times. You know why? Memory. Because if you do it right, you keep doing it over and over in practice. So when you get in the game, you're gonna do it right. Because it's grilled into your head.
Yeah, I think that's more for the linemen because they have all the timing that they have to use, and the running backs are going to react. Receivers going to run the route. They're going to block.
Wow, I can't
That's
believe
it,
man.
That's it, Billy.
All right, tomorrow by the way, there's some great college football games on today. Ohio State, Oregon, 2 versus 3.
Yeah,
that's going to be a big game today.
Big game.
Check that one out. Tomorrow we'll be down at La Scala's Beach House for our Eagles pregame show. Then, of course, we watch the game at La Scala's. The crew will be down there. We're giving away Eagles miniature helmets to people that show up at the bar, restaurant. You have to be there to win. Whoever comes the furthest distance will win these helmets.
There you go.
And then, of course, on the 27th of October, Vince Papali will be with us doing the show and then signing autographs afterwards. Thanks, Dave, for coming in. Appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. Nikki, have a great rest of your weekend.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. I want to thank Mr. Negadelphia, and we'll see you tomorrow at La Scala's right here on 97.3 ESPN.